when you get into your automobile, we know that you do not ever feel a temptation to get under the hood and help the pistons. You don't say to your partner, I'm going to get under there and pull some belts today. Give the engine a break. Or make sure it does it right. Those pistons have been missing a little. I'm going to get under there and help them with their timing. You don't do that. You let the engine do what it is designed to do while you do what you, the navigator of the car, are intended to do. And we want you to take that literally in this creation process. The law of attraction does the work. The laws of the universe are in place. They are the engines. They are the systems. In other words, all of that is in place. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to help it at all. All you have to do is make statements of desire and do your best to hold yourself in a vibrational harmony with your statement of desire, which only means think about what you want and feel good while you think about it. That's all it means. As a creator, you are a focuser of energy. You are the focuser. You are the perceiver, the focuser, the decider, the flower, the seer. As a creator, you are the seer. You are the anticipator. You are the expector. You are the intender. You are the wanter. You are the desirer. You are the decider. You are the seer. You are the focuser. You get the sense of this? That's what your mechanism is about. You are a perceiver of contrast to help you decide, to clarify your desire. All of this is about projection of thought, flowing of thought, you see. And the laws of the universe will arrange things in ways that you can't even contemplate, let alone orchestrate. Sometimes we can feel you. We feel it with Esther sometimes. She'll say, well, now, why couldn't I have figured that out? And we say to her, that's not your work. It's not your work to figure it all out. Imagine these universal forces that know every intention intimately of every offerer of thought in all of the universe. And you've come forth in perfect numbers and in perfect diversity of desires and beliefs to make an enormous mix that is so perfect that anything that any of you can even contemplate that you desire, this mix of beings has the ability to fulfill. But you don't have to orchestrate it. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to tell it where or when or who or how. All you have to tell it is what and why. When you know what you want and why you want it, and by that we mean, I want that because it feels good. That's enough of a reason. I want it because I want it. I want it because it's natural. I want it because it exists. In other words, you don't have to justify in any big way. All you have to do is want it. And when your desire and your expectation, when you come to this place that you know that it's all there for you, and all you have to do is decide, and your life becomes about the decision, not about how, who, where, when. Your life becomes about the decision. Every now and again, something will happen to something that Jerry and Esther own. A wheel will fall off of it, or it won't work, and Esther will say, oh good, something to want. Anything to focus on. She just loves the feeling of focusing and watching the clever, unique, often humorous, amazing, always interesting ways the universe orchestrates the delivery of it. You get a sense of this? And that's why you're opening words to us, our music to our ears, when you say, I want to feel the deliciousness of hands-on creating. And we say, yes, indeed you do, even more than the artist with the paintbrush or with the chisel or with the clay. You are a creator. You love that feeling of focusing and deciding. And the thing that we want so much for you to feel, we want you to get into the spirit of understanding that you never get it done. So there never needs to be a sense of lack between, that great crevasse of lack between I want that, but I'm over here without it. In other words, that crevasse of lack melts away altogether when you start saying, I'm over here without this thing that I want, but I'm taking such pleasure in the mental construction of it. I'm taking such pleasure in the anticipation of it. And because I live in this glorious physical-based human environment where there is not instant manifestation, I have this glorious buffer of time that allows me the latitude to get very clear before the manifestation occurs, so that I can change it and add to it and augment it and fine-tune it and take pleasure in every bit of that. And then as the manifestation occurs, it's perfect. And you'll say, yippee. The other day, Jerry and Esther are driving down a street, and Esther sees a new car dealership with magnificent cars. She had not seen them in San Antonio before. And she said to Jerry, "Why don't you buy me one of those? It would make me happy for the afternoon." And we said, that's about right. In other words, those manifestations, whether they are instant or even sometimes a long time in coming, give you a little bit of thrill as you notice the contrast between the void being a void and the void being filled with whatever it is you filled it with. So you get this little rush of, aha, I've done this, isn't this a good thing? But the manifestation, that rush or thrill within the manifestation does not last very long, where the molding of the energy, the defining of the idea, the considering of the issues, the attracting of the data, the gathering of more information, the clarifying of the desire, the contrast that helps it get sharper, the many manifestations along the way. That is what life is about. You are creators, but your life is about the creation process, not about the creation. But if it were not for the creation, you couldn't get involved in the process. And so what life is desire summoning energy through you. So we don't feel any surprise at all that you are now becoming consciously aware that you are part of the flowing of this energy, that you would feel some measure of enthusiasm about being a deliberate offerer of it. Just don't make too much of it. Think and flow, think and flow, think and flow, think and flow.
Thank you.